Okay, what is malt? Or malted barley, specifically. That's what that really means. Malt is essentially barley that has been malted. The malting process is where the malt, like the little, first of all grain is essentially a seed of a plant, right? So whether it's the wheat kernel, whether it's barley, 2-row, 6-row, whatever, is kind of like a seed. So what they do in the malting process is they hydrate those little kernels. In this case, let's talk about barley, because when people say malt, they really mean malted barley. So the barley is steeped, it is sprayed, it is whatever method it is hydrated. And it's hydrated to a particular percentage, and it's measured in a lab, and it's 32% hydration, whatever, it's basically ready to go. We're not going to hydrate this anymore. We're going to allow it to germinate. And during the germination process, so the enzymes within begin to metabolize some of the starches that are stored up inside the kernel. It's like a seed, right? It's like a flower. It's like anything else. As a result, starts to grow as if it were to grow on the ground and make a new plant. We're basically tricking these little tiny seeds, these kernels, these pieces of barley, into growing new plants. And what will happen is a tiny little acrospire will grow out of the bottom, almost like a little root, right? A little green acrospire. The acrospire is grown to a particular amount in millimeters. The moisture is still measured throughout the process. There's humidity involved. But this allows it to partially metabolize some of those starches. And at that point, all of that malted barley, so we're talking about steeped or hydrated barley that has been partially germinated, is now kilned. And this gets into all sorts of different types of malt, like caramel malt, pale malt, chocolate malt, black patent malt, etc. But that's essentially what malt is. It's barley that has been hydrated and partially germinated.